And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Fields. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's Fields. Austin brings in the quick throw. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mayfield to throw it. There's Evans again, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Back to throw. Fields. Complete to Austin here over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now it's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mayfield off the play fake. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Finding Otten once more. A little juke. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Escaping the pressure right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Irving.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mayfield now.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing again is Fields.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Fields.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Mayfield.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to Otten.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Baker.
And a catch right side by Evans.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Mayfield to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That keeps the score. Steelers 21. Buccaneers 20.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Now Mayfield.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Now Fields. That is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And off the crossbar, and it caroms in. It bounces over, it's good, and the ball game has come to a close in the craziest of ways. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball